Good morning, it's day 45 of my rainbow diet experiment. This morning I weigh 143.5, so a little bit up from yesterday. You can see my swelling is pretty bad today. I've got my deep lines, but under this eye is particularly bad. With the swelling. Yesterday, I didn't end up eating out twice, but I did have sweets twice. So, like, when I went to Strata Bakery in the morning, I had the waffle, because when have I had a waffle last? I couldn't remember. So, to have a gluten-free waffle seemed like too good of a thing to pass up. So, I had that. I found it really sweet, actually. Maybe a little bit too sweet. And then, because I've been conserving my calories the rest of the day, in case we went to Parma night, we didn't end up going to Parma night, so I had calories left over. So I had a mini Weiss mango bar after dinner. And yeah, still under my calories, but still very swollen today, which does make me think my body does not like sugar. But also I was out a lot yesterday because I had my medical appointment and then brunch, and then last night's walk run ended up a lot longer than we thought, because my husband wanted to get an 8K in, which was great. 8K run, and he's trying to work around me, so I did some walking, and then of course I have to stop and rest, and so he ended up doing like 4Ks one, and then getting me back into the car, and then doing the other 4Ks. So it was at least a couple hours I was out. So total, even though I wasn't walking that whole time. But my legs were down, and I do get a lot of swelling when my legs are down. So yeah, anyway, that's the story today. Oh, the good news is my endocrinologist has agreed that I can persist with the rainbow diet. He wanted to know where I was getting it from. I had to tell him I was making it up, but, just based on everything I've read. Because most proponents of, like, the rainbow diet idea is that you eat a rainbow every day, and I'm actually putting one in every meal if I can, is my goal. To eat a rainbow of whole plant foods in a minimally processed form at every meal, in a range of colors. So I've chosen what I think are 5 colors that are represented in the plant world very well, and I've grouped a couple together. So I consider red to be red, pink, maroon, and then orange. Orange includes tan and brown. To me, yellow includes gray and white. So the yellow spectrum. Green is, of course, just green. Lots of light greens and dark greens in there. But if it borders on white, I've been crossing it over into yellow. So like fennel bulb, I consider a yellow, but fennel leaves would be green. So stuff like that. But I'm making this up, so I get to make the rules. And then after green, I've put together blue, purple, black, dark brown. So dark brown, black, like coffee, I think of as a good example, or woody or fungus, or those kind of things. So really, really dark. So I think of that as the blue to black spectrum. So that's kind of how I'm classifying things, 5 colors rather than 7, but I think that's more realistic in terms of what I can manage. And yeah, and I wasn't sure where to split, like if you put in the 7 colors, like blue and indigo, are not that well represented in the plant kingdom. So it makes sense to me to, whereas some others are like brown and black and white, for example. So to me, it makes sense just to take my chances on the five color spectrums and blending them together. So that's what I've been doing. I'm enjoying it. I like the creativity of it. It's giving me more fiber, and it does seem to be working. I've lost at least 3 kilos in the last 45 days. So it's not rapid weight loss. My endocrinologist said if I want to lose, he said there's 2 things that he thinks are really important if I keep on this. One is to avoid snacking in between meals. He thinks is really important. And the other is, yes, count my calories, document everything. And if I want to lose weight quicker, just chop every meal by 25%. I told him that's a bit beyond me at the moment, because I've only just started to not feel hungry all the time. And so I want to just stick with, what is a reasonable calorie allotment, rather than trying to go the rapid weight loss at the moment. I may change my mind. I see him again in 3 months, so I've got 3 months to. Hopefully by then I'll be at least 6 kilos lighter. So hopefully by then I should be well into my 130s, and instead of the 140s, and that will be motivating enough. It is good that I see him. I think he's really well known in the weight loss world. I'm very, very lucky I got into him. It was a year-long wait for me to get into him in the first place when I did so a few years ago, and that he's kept with me is a good thing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing the rainbow diet, and I'll catch up with you at breakfast.